folks, today I got a knobby nick 2.35. I want to put on this old rim. We're going to do a tubeless tire conversion and we don't have a stem. So I'm going to show you how to do it today with an inner tube, some Gorilla Tape, and your old spare rim you got lying around.
I like to take my tires out of the box and let them regain their shape for a little bit before I put them on the rim. You'll want to identify where your valve stem hole is. You want your Gorilla Tape to be a little bit more narrow than the actual rim. Start it a little bit past the valve stem hole. I prefer to use this Gorilla Tape. It's worked the best so far of any of the tapes that I've tried to use, including the rim tape. Try to get a good stretch on the tape before you lay it down. If it's not aligned, you can just pull it back up and realign it. 2 wraps of tape around the wheel usually works for me. You want to end it just after the valve stem hole. Next, take your valve stem that you cut out of your old inner tube. You want to trim it closely to the actual stem, but not all the way. Leave approximately 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch on each side. Now line it up to fit it and poke a hole through your tape in your valve stem hole. I found that an X-Acto knife works perfect for this application. Be careful not to cut the tape outside of it. Now insert the valve stem and try not to damage the threads. I had to trim a little bit off the side so it wouldn't make contact with the tire. Now hand tighten down the valve stem.
You want to look at your orientation on your wheel and make sure that the direction of the rotation of the wheel matches the direction of the rotation of the tire.
If you've ever done a tubeless tire conversion before, you know it can be a bit of a wrestling match. If you find you're having an issue getting it on, you can always use some dish soap and water or Windex or something to make it slippery to get the tire to slide on easier. Once you hear the pop, you know the tire is seated. Now just take out the insert in the valve stem. These tools are super handy and I'd recommend picking one up on Amazon or your local bike store. Also, you want to pick up one of these syringes. It makes it real easy, neat, and clean to put the stand's fluid inside the tire.
One drop, no mess.
Put the insert back in and bring the tire up to pressure. I usually max out the tire pressure with the specs on the tire, just temporarily. Now you want to roll the tire around, bounce it, make sure the fluid coats all inside of the tire. So if there are any pinholes, it'll clog them up immediately. And then adjust the tire pressure to whatever your specs are, and you're done.
Okay guys, so that's how you put a tubeless tire conversion together with an old inner tube, some duct tape essentially. I'll have more videos coming out, so be sure to click the subscribe button and click the little bell next to it so you get notified.
Make sure to stay tuned to find out what's inside this box.